What it do, baby? It's MOONKID Max back with another episode of MOONKID Max's reviews and reactions. Welcome. So today I'm gonna be talking about the new Kanye West Ty Dolla Sign collaboration super group project VULTURES. You know, it's been streets, got the streets on fire and everything. I ain't want to do the review like the weekend it came out. I wanted to like digest the music and really like give a breakdown and a recap, not just a review but like a recap. You know, different review styles and different analysis, like the way that I'll break videos down. So this will be a new version. Like, tell me how y'all like it. I'm gonna recap the album from beginning to end. So yeah, before we get into the album though, let me just give my little insight on the album, some opinions, some thoughts that I have before we like actually get into the breakdown. So first, I just want to talk about how a lot of people was hating on Ty Dolla Sign, yo, like mad people. I remember around Christmas, my dad came to me, literally. My dad was in his bedroom. He said, "Hey, bud, come here. Like, told me to come in his room. I'm like, yo, what's good? And he's like, can you like explain something to me? Can you explain something to me? I said, okay. I thought like he was about to like be mad at me or something. He goes, what? It's Ty Dolla Sign on Kanye's new album. Like, who is Ty Dolla Sign? Who is this nigga? He just kept saying, who is this nigga? And my cousin, he came in too, was like, I don't know why Ty Dolla Sign on Kanye. Why is Kanye working with Ty Dolla Sign? And you know, I was thinking a lot of people probably felt that way, especially rappers in the game. They was probably like a lot of rappers who wanted that spot, so they was hating on Ty Dolla Sign. But I may be biased because I'm a huge like Wiz Khalifa fan, Taylor Gang, TGOD, and Ty Dolla Sign is part of Taylor Gang, so like, I've always been a Ty Dolla Sign fan. But even like beyond the clout or status, like that input, if you just look at him talent wise, like he's a really good R&B singer, but the bruh can rap too. So I thought that was why Kanye chose Ty Dolla Sign, just because he was really good at singing, but like he could like do the rap heavy stuff as well. But apparently, like I heard through my searching through the internet, I forgot where exactly, but Kanye was basically like, when everybody was canceling him, when everybody was distancing themselves from him, Ty Dolla Sign was the one that was like, I don't give none of that shit. Like, I got your back, my brother. Like, he was just like that. And it was like Kanye was like, that's where he knew like Ty Dolla Sign was like the one. The project is a big deal because, you know, Kanye been in trouble before, but he ain't never been this much trouble. So for Kanye to be in this much trouble, like he couldn't drop no mid-ass album. Like the music had to be like solidified. So he chose Ty Dolla Sign, and I think that the job was like, he was like the one. Like, it could have been other people, like, you know, Cudi and Kanye have a project. Kanye and Jay-Z obviously Watch the Throne, they got the project, but that's like Kanye collaborating with two rappers, so it was dope to see him collaborate on an album, a full album with a singer. And another thing, I think when Kanye and Cudi was beefing, I feel like Ty Dolla Sign, because Kanye's cool with Ty and like Cudi's cool with Ty, I feel like he was like the middle ground that probably was a big deal in like bringing them back together. Like, it was probably Ty Dolla Sign. That's just a theory I have. That's a little random. But yeah, man, so VULTURES dropped. It's like #1 in all the countries, even though they be like trying to stun on my boy Ye. They was like taking it off the platforms and everything. All this BS is, we can't just never get a regular Kanye rollout. It's always gotta be some BS, some drama. But yeah, it's still like amazing that he's now out of the machine. He no longer has the machine backing him. Like, Kanye's an independent artist and he's still doing numbers. Like, anything over 100K for like an independent artist, like without the machine pushing you, is wild work, yo. So Kanye's like solidified, one of the greatest. He's definitely the greatest rapper from the millennial generation. I don't know who you gonna put over Kanye from the millennial generation. So yeah, let's get into the album. So the album starts with the song Stars, and I don't know if this was intentional, but I wrote it down. It opens with "I hope he's bright and big and strong," and that's kind of like, I feel like transitioning from Kanye's album Donda with the gospel theme. It was transitioning into, like, it felt like we were doing the transition where he was talking about lyrics where I think he was talking about God, and Kanye was rapping about like being amongst the elites and everything is what this is, like, his verse was about. But then Dolla came in, he was just talking about a chick. So that was one of the things where I was like, they not on the same page, because Kanye talking about one thing, Ty talking about another. But honestly, sonically, it just sounds so good, I really don't care. And that's a big theme in this album, where the content and the lyrics, where I necessarily don't think they're so top tier or like wild and amazing. Although there are times where Kanye be saying some bars, but most of it is just like not the content and the lyrics, but sonically, like how it sounds in the production, that is really just what elevates it and all of Kanye's stuff above like regular run-of-the-mill music. So then we get into track 2, where we see that Ye is like on his grown man type talking about his transitioning from Kim Kardashian to his new wife Bianca. And it's just some grown folks talk. That's what I call it. It was grown folks talk. I can't hear no like kids really listening to this and being like, I feel that, Be in Love. I wasn't familiar with her, to be honest, but she did her thing on the hook, and Ty, like, he brought the R&B vibes as well. We also got a classic Kanye rap verse. I'm talking, it sounded like college dropout Kanye on that last verse. The Keys to My Life, track number 2. I enjoy it. It was cool. It was the first like real song. I don't count Stars as a real song, but I don't want to even put a rating on it, but like, it's not the craziest on my list, but I enjoy it. Like, Keys to My Life, I enjoy it. Probably because I'm not married. I ain't never been married and stuff, so I don't really relate to the song like that. But it's cool though. I can't relate to the first 2 songs, but I can relate to Paid. Like, that was like, now we get to the third song, Paid. That's a banger, yo. Just talking about getting paid, everybody can relate to that. So I was like, I can fuck with this. And sonically, it's got that like bounce, got that house vibe, but then it's talking about getting paid, and lyrics just stunned. Kanye just talking that shit, Ty Dolla talking that shit. Production on this was a standout, and they got the dude from Jodeci on it. He killed that outro. That was dope how they like brought him in. And yeah, I enjoy Paid. Like, I will bump Paid. I may not bump Key to My Life, to be honest, like regularly, but Paid, I'm bumping regularly. Now track number 4, we got Talking with Northwest and Ty Dolla $ign. And when I heard this song, this is what made me think Kanye was going to be just doing production and taking a back seat, because like North had a verse and Ty Dolla $ign had a verse, and then Kanye just sung the outro. So like, I was happy once I listened to the full project, where I heard like, yo, this is a Kanye West featuring Ty Dolla $ign album. But Talking as a song, I like, even though Ye wasn't on it too much, big shout out to Northwest. I seen mad grown ass adults hating on Northwest, talking shit on a little kid. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like Kanye wrote that verse, because North was literally rapping and singing the way Kanye does. That was Kanye's whole flow. Like, she took his whole flow, like Soulja Boy said about Drake. But that's why I think Kanye probably wrote it. But the fact that she could flow and sing, like, she was flowing, she sounded good with singing the melody, like it's like, she did good. She was floating, man, for a kid, man. Like, yo, I feel like if like she wants to take music seriously as a career, like, Kanye is the person. Like, that's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, bro, with Anakin. Like, come on, like, she's set up to just succeed. So she's a kid, like, she did good for a kid. And then Ty Dolla $ign came in, he gave the verse to his daughter. I thought that was like cute and like meaningful and everything. So I give, like, Talking is a really, the production sonically, it sounds good. I like Talking. That's a top tier track that I've been bumping regularly. Track number 5, man. I heard that sample. I thought it was Pee Wee Herman at first. So then I went back and I was like, I know this sample. Is it from one of Pee Wee Herman's adult stand-up comedies? Then I looked into it. It was Jay and Silent Bob. Well, Jay from Jay and Silent Bob in the movie Dogma. And I was like, that's where I heard that. I know that jump. So, yo, that song Back to Me, it might be my favorite song along with Carnival on the whole album, like, cause that sample is crazy the way Kanye like brought that shit in. The beautiful big titty man living on salt the sky, you know. At the sky, yeah, that joint, like, he was floating, man, floating. And then the run, like bringing that sample in, that was dope too. And to like put the cherry on top, and why I think personally this is probably the best song on the album, Freddie Gibbs. He ain't have to rap that hard. He ain't have to go that hard, man. Yo, Freddie Gibbs killed his first cut. That shit was crazy. I was like, man, this nigga Freddie Gibbs, he said, I'ma do my job. I gotta I'ma do my job. That's what Freddie Gibbs said. So yeah, Back to Me is probably one of the most like cohesive tracks on the album. Like, it's just a top tier 10 out of 10. So to get into track number 6, we got HOODRAT. I like the little chant at the beginning of HOODRAT, 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 bringing the beat and everything. That shit was dope. Kanye ain't been with a HOODRAT in a minute. He went from Kim Kardashian to Beyonce. I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just saying he ain't been with a HOODRAT. You know, back in the day, Kanye used to love HOODRAT. You know, I like the production. Like I said, Kanye was like rapping, tired, singing about showing love to the HOODRATs. I guess that's all I can say. The Mike Tyson joint, when the little sample at the end of Mike Tyson giving Kanye props was dope too. I like how he brought that sample in. To get into track number 7, Do It. He came with the West Coast, Los Angeles vibes. Y'all know I'm out in LA, so I love me some LA, some Nipsey Hussle, some YG, NWA, Ice Cube, and all them. You know, I like that LA sound, so it was dope to see Kanye do some West Coast type shit and having 2 West Coast OGs on it, YG and Nipsey up there. Definitely a club record. Like, I can hear Do It going crazy in the club. Got that Back That Ass Up sample in it, you know. Kanye rapping hard, everybody rapping hard. So yeah, Do It, solid track. That's a joint that I'm definitely bumping regularly. Get me in my mood, you know what I'm saying, bumping down the street or whatever. Getting into track number 8, Paperwork. So this joint, I got like the Life of Pablo mixed with Yeezus, cause like the beat is like a Life of Pablo type house groove, you know, we got a bounce to it, but then this guitarist that's in it is on some Yeezus type shit, so he like blending those two, the production, like the whole, man, Kanye's a genius when it comes to production, yo. Like, sonically, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I don't be giving a damn about what this nigga's saying, cause it just sounds so good. Dolla came in on his verse from Paperwork. That brother was floating, like, yo, it was like a baby carriage. I was just being cradled by his voice, bro. Like, that dude was floating, cuz. And Quavo came in, he had the solid verse too. You know, it wasn't like Freddie Gibbs, but you can't expect everybody to do what Freddie Gibbs did. Like, that joint was crazy, but Quavo held it down too. He had a nice verse, you know, I'm digging that one. Paperwork, definitely in the regular rotation. Been listening to that one regularly. Top tier track, I can dig. Getting into the next track, Burn. I got like classic 04 Kanye vibes on Burn, and you know, he's just talking about the clickbait and people's perception of him and how he's always looked at like the bad guy and such. You know, that's what Burn was about. Had a old school R&B kind of feel with the rapping to it too. So yeah, Burn is not one of my favorite tracks, but it's solid though. Into track number 10, we got Fuck Some. It's a very horny song. First, super horny song. I didn't think Kanye would ever be making music like this again, but the joint is hard though. I can't even lie. It's a hard song. That hard hitting beat. The beat is crazy. The Simpson everything. Kanye was using his baby voice rapping. He used the baby voice rap on this joint. I thought it was Playboy Cardi using it. I looked into it. It was like, oh shit, that was Kanye that was doing the baby voice. That's wild. But yeah, Kanye was floating. Playboy Cardi was floating. Yo, a lot of people be hating on Playboy Cardi too, but either you get it or you don't. That's what I say with him. I'm not the biggest Playboy Cardi fan. Actually, I don't want to get into all that depth. Like, I kind of shy away from him, but if like he's on the song, I'm gonna check it out. The devil stuff, I don't do all that. And then Travis had his signature sound too, so something solid track. Definitely got that in my regular rotation. To track 11, this was the lead single, Vultures. just like he did with the West Coast, he had that West Coast sound for Do It. For Vultures, he took the Chicago, like Lil Durk, Chief Keef type sound, and like they made like a Chicago style record. So that's why like, I think Vultures is dope. Kanye has some crazy bars on Vultures. He was like putting belt to ass, pulled up with the switches. They sent Jimmy Butler, but the heat got extensions, and like the switches on the gun, but then the heat, and then Jimmy Butler played for the Heat, and he had got the extension locks. Like, man, then he said, this ain't Columbine, but we came in with the trenches. Like, we came in with the hood. We came in with niggas. Like, man, yo, Kanye be putting some bars together when he want to. Lil Durk killed his verse. Like, Lil Durk had one of the stronger verses, too. Like, I really like Freddie Gibbs' verse, and I really like Lil Durk's verse on Vultures. So, yeah, that's what's, like, solid. Like, definitely in my regular rotation. Messing with Vultures for sure. Now, getting into track 12, man. Next to Back to Me, like right there, the same one, like they just both my favorite songs, like Carnival and Back to Me. Like, yo, Carnival's crazy when it came in with the with the chant, then like the beat, like the beat was so heavy. And Rich the Kid, we gotta give props to Rich the Kid, yo, because that hook was crazy. That's a good hook, man. That's so like people like be like, same with Ty Dolla $ign. Like, why is Rich the Kid on Kanye album? How does Rich the Kid always get like a collab project with Lil Wayne and like a song with Kendrick and all this stuff? Rich the Kid is good at building relationships and like network, and that's his strong point. And he's not like everybody be acting like he's just a shitty, terrible rapper. Rich the Kid is not a shitty rapper. Like, he's dope, and he could really shine if he was given that, like, same way I feel like Kanye elevated Chief Keef on the Yeezus album. This was like Kanye giving like Rich the Kid the tools he needed to like really like shine with his skill set, and he made a dope hook. The verse lyrically wasn't crazy, but sonically that verse was just like, it's like just melting your ear, dude. It's floating, bro. And Kanye had the hard verse. He came in rapping hard. Ty Dolla $ign did his thing, and Playboy Cardi, he had some bars. I was impressed actually. He said she ride the dick like a carnival. Then he brought it back and was like, she eat me up like a carnival. And it's just the way he put the words together, like that joint sounded dope as fuck. But then like the wordplay was cool too. Then later on he was like, I see dollar signs in my sleep, I don't see Z's. Then he said that shit cover something cover me like a disease. So I was like, look at Playboy Cardi putting these words together like smooth as fuck. That's some wordplay right there. So yeah, Carnival, top tier track, 10 out of 10. Definitely like those two, Back to Me and Carnival, best songs on the album in my opinion. Getting into track 13 with Chris Brown, featuring Chris Brown, you know, it was Beg Forgiveness. We got Beg Forgiveness, track 13. From here on out, we're having a transition like with the energy, whereas songs like Carnival and like Vultures and Back to Me, they kind of have a youthful energy to it, whereas like the kids can really relate to these songs. The rest of the album from here forth is like Kanye back on his grown man type vibe. Like the track starts with Chris Brown killing the vocals. Like I thought it was Sampha, and then I like went and saw the like credits or whatever. It was like, oh, that's Chris Brown. Then I listened again. It was like, okay, yeah, that is Chris Brown. But just because of the vocal effect that they used, I thought it was like Kanye like bringing Sampha back in. So like the beat is very intense, and the lyrics match the intensity, where they're like talking about grief and loss in a relationship, and just having to go through that like very human like experience. And like towards the end of the song, we get like a biblical like chant, like okay, that was horrible impression. My bad, y'all. The chants that sound kind of like the Moses time, when it was like, let my people go, and like the chants and stuff. But Ty Dolla $ign too, like Chris Brown killed the vocals, and it was like dope. And then Ty Dolla $ign came in with completely different, like raw gospel like vocals, like so strong, and like singing his like pain and passion, yo. So Ty Dolla $ign did his thing too. Kanye has some like dope verses. Getting into track 14, Good Don't Die. You know, that song has some like motion on the internet. before it even dropped, just because it was going around that Donna Summers didn't approve the sample, and Kanye got another girl to like re-sing what she sung with different words and trying to like get around it. Basically, I'm not sure how that works. I literally keep seeing the song go in and out of being on my streaming, so like 1 second is there, another second is not. But as far as the song, it's a great vibe. Doesn't really feel like a complete song. It feels like an interlude because it's not really structured like a verse and chorus or whatever, but it's definitely a vibe. Like if you like close your eyes, smoke a blunt, and put on some good earphones and like let that shit rock, like yo, you be flow. Tracks 15 and 16, I'm gonna put them together because they basically have the same like vibe and energy. It's Problematic and King, and basically, you know, Ty took a backseat for this, and he just let Kanye finish the album, basically talking about how people think he's problematic, yet he's still a king. He's still he's still one of the like most influential artists of a generation. So no matter how problematic he is, he's still king. And very egotistical, of course, but like at the same time, it's not like Kanye don't deserve his clout or whatever, or his respect or his flowers. I don't want to get into all the personal stuff. I'm just talking about as a musician. We just focusing on the music. I ain't trying to get canceled with Kanye. I ain't riding for a brother like that. I don't know the brother, so I can't get canceled for him. But yeah, man, this project, I really enjoyed it. You know, some people just, I feel like they just like being different. Just like, this project's trash. You know, everybody thinks something is trash. So then it's when people start questioning you as a person, as a music listener, where like, oh, you like this? You must like trash. Like, damn, bro, you can't just let me live. But yeah, man, so that was my little breakdown of Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign's Vultures. We're supposed to be getting Vultures 2 this year, so it's like Kanye is on a redemption arc. I'm with the shits, man, for Kanye's redemption arc. If you like this review, if you like this recap, be sure to like and subscribe. Shoot me a comment. Tell me what your favorite songs were, and we're gonna have a discussion. I would like to do some live soon once I built my channel some more. I'm at like 73 subscribers right now, so I'm thinking maybe if I get to like 150, 200, then I'll try doing a live where I maybe listen to music, or I do some reviews like live, or just have a conversation. You know, if y'all can help me out, I will help you out with some good ass content. Alright, y'all. MOONKID out. Peace.
It's a lot of crime where I'm from, try me and get touched. Be in LA, the hood but VA in my blood. It's the moon wolf, nigga come with booze and butt. Protecting the city, Los Angeles is my Gotham.